Hello, good afternoon. My name is Onai. Today I'm going to present about the gender difference. So let's explore with me. So that here is my outlines. So let's move on another slide. So the first one is the meaning of gender. So do you know about the gender? How do you understand about the gender? So anyways, let's look at with me what is gender. Gender is referred to like a socially constructed role or our society, how they perceive on us, also our behavior, our expression, our identity. Our identity means we identify ourselves like a man, woman, girl, and boy. Also, it is also including gender diverse people, LGBTQ people. So those all things are included in gender. So there is a traditional gender model. Traditional gender model. According to traditional gender model, we can identify the gender uh, depend on our physical characteristics, such as like a biological. We was born being man, woman. So we can recognize as like a man, woman according to that our physical characteristic. Also, gender role. Our gender role is like our society. Our society perceive us who we are depend on our age or our expression. They identify us like a masculinity, femininity. We have two kind of gender role. Masculinity people is like they have like a strong emotions, strong feelings, like the way that they behave like a little bit strong. So we call this kind of the people is like a masculinity. Masculinity is masculinity. Even you are girl. Basically, we know the masculinity is like a man, but actually it is not only for the man. Also, it is belonging to woman. If you are a woman, but you have a strong decision and strong like a strong body movement and like that, something like that. So we can recognize you masculinity. Also, femininity. Basically, we know femininity is like for a woman, but so we can also recognize for the man because the way that you behave, you behave, the way that you speak, the way like that. So but they are very polite and like very polite and gentle. The way that you speak like that, so we can recognize those kind of people. Femininity, also masculinity and femininity. Those all these things are included in the gender role. Also, it is the masculinity and femininity is belonging to man and woman. Also, gender identity. Gender identity based on our self-conception, how we see ourselves, who we are, like that. So we can recognize ourselves man or woman. Also, another thing is like a sexual orientation. Sexual orientation is based on our gender, our sex, who you love and who attract to. Attract to. If you love, uh, if you love the same sex with you, we call homosexual. If you love different sex with your own one, we call the heterosexual. Good example: if you are a boy, but if you are boy, you love, you attract girl. So we call the heterosexual. Heterosexual, homosexual. Yeah, homosexual. If you are if you even you are boy but you love the same sex with your own, so we call that homosexual. Bisexual, you love both kind of gender. You love the same gender with your own one and different gender. So we call those kind of people bisexual. Also, we can identify our gender. Our gender basically we know man and woman, but some people that is a basic we know. But some people didn't feel belonging to a woman and man. They feel like a between man and woman. So we call those kind of people gender queer. So also gender expression, the way that we behave depend on our body movement. We call that masculinity and femininity. Also, according to our biological sex, we have Basically, we know female and male. But actually, some people might have like an intersex. Intersex, they can get like a both female sex and male sex. So we got intersex. Also, a nice one is attractor. Attractor is who you love. Who you love. Even you who you love. Attracted to gender is like we got three guy or gender is heterosexual, homosexual, and bisexual. I have already explained the previous slide. So let's look at about the gender complexity. Gender complexity, especially for the gender LGBT community. The first one, mean lesbian. Lesbian is you are being woman, but you are attracted to other women. We call the, other women, so we call the lesbian. Also gay. Gay is a person who a person is attracted primarily the same sex. Gay example, if you are boy but you love boy, so we call gay. Bisexual. Bisexual means like you attracted own gender and another gender. Another gender. If gay example, if you are girl but you love the girl, moreover you also love the boy, so we call the bisexual. Transgender people mean you was born being with a female sex, but so you didn't recognize you feel like a man, so we call transgender people. Also we have transsexual. Transsexual is you change your biological sex. Queer people is they do not identify man or woman, so we got this kind of people queer. So we need to consider about that who you are, who we are, who am I. We need to know our gender role. The first one is straight, and lesbian. You are lesbian, gay, or bisexual, transgender, transsexual, intersex, queer. So we need to know our gender role, who we are. So please careful about that. We need to sometimes we might confuse about the gender role. So our society can influence on our gender, especially for the parent. If you come from the like LGBT parent, LGBT family, so the way that their behavior, their expression can influence on you. Also, next one is peer. Peer is your mate, your schoolmate, your friends, or can influence on you. Also media also can influence on you, because most of entertainments nowadays, media is like everyone, most of the people use social media also for the with many purpose, or for the most like entertainment is right now many other like industry, film industry, like they produce the wildlife series, so that is why social media also can influence on our gender. LGBTQ are more likely to have mental issue because of social stigma, discrimination, and prejudice. Because of this, they will get depression, anxiety, and abuse PTSD. We have to specially consider about those kind of this dual stigma and like a family support, violence, internalization, homophobia. Because of dual stigma is like our society can they isolate us because they think we are different from them being the LGBT. So also family sample, because of family didn't want to accept like LGBT being LGBT, so because of in their society, so they might face like a difficulty. So that is why so they kick out their children from their daughter, their son from the home, so that even so that situation very difficult because you didn't get the family support. Also you might get the violence because most of the people hate the LGBT community, they didn't want to accept LGBT people, so they might commit the violence or internalization of phobia because you grew up the society, because some people like a negative prejudice and perceive you, so you in your mind you afraid the people. So thank you for your time. This is the end of my presentation. If you have any question, please let me know. I will answer as much as I can. Yeah, you can ask freely to me. Thank you very much.